In this video presentation I shall discuss 31 textual short questions answers from the proposal. Such kind of textual short questions answers are important for the students of HS level of West Bengal Board of Secondary Education and CBSE Class 10 students. Now my dear students, I welcome you to my educational channel. The name of my educational channel is Priyanka Datta. Here you will find video presentations on English language and literature of school level, college level as well as of competitive examinations. Now let us move to the main focus of this video presentation. The first question is 1. My dear fellow, why are you so formal in your get-up? Who is the speaker and who has been referred to as my dear fellow? How is the get-up of the person? What does the speaker guess about the reason for such a get-up and what is the actual reason for such a get-up? Answer: Poko is the speaker. Lomov has been referred to as my dear fellow. The get-up of the person consists of evening dress in the form of a dress jacket and white gloves. The speaker guesses that the person has such a get-up for paying a New Year's Eve visit. Lomov has come to propose to Natalia for his marriage with her. So he wants to impress Natalia and her father Poko with his appearance. This is the actual reason for such a get-up. Next question is 2. I've come to you, honored Stepan Stepanovich, to trouble you with a request. Who said this to whom? What does the addressee think about the request? What is the reaction to the request and why does the speaker use the word trouble in connection with his request? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. The quoted words are addressed to Poko. The request is Lomov's proposal of his marriage with Natalia. The addressee, Poko, thinks that Lomov has come to request him to give him some money. The request makes Poko simply elated as it is a dream coming true in his case. Lomov is not certain as to how Poko and Natalia will respond to his proposal for marriage. So to play safe he uses the word trouble in connection with the request. Next question is 3. Now, you shouldn't forget all about your neighbors, my darling. Who is the speaker? Who has been referred to as you here? Why does the speaker address the person referred to as you as darling? Why does the speaker say that you should not forget all about neighbors? Answer: Poko is the speaker. Lomov has been referred to as you here. The speaker addresses the person referred to as you as darling because wants to flatter him. Poko has always looked upon Lomov as the befitting husband of his daughter Natalia. He wants the proposal of marriage to come very soon. For this Lomov's coming to his house is essential. So he says that he is a neighbor of Lomov and that Lomov should not forget this neighbor of his and pay a visit to his house on a regular basis. Next question is 4. I've come to ask the hand of your daughter in marriage. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Who is the daughter here? How does the addressee react after hearing the quoted words? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. The quoted words are spoken to Poko. Natalia is the daughter here. Poko has always wanted to have Lomov as his son-in-law. So he becomes overexcited to hear the proposal. He cries out of elation and embraces and kisses Lomov. He confesses that he has been waiting for this for a long time. He blesses Lomov. Then he realizes that he is behaving in an idiotic way and feels that he has lost self-control out of elation. Next question is 5. Honored Stepan Stepanovich, do you think I may count on her consent? Who is the speaker and to whom are these words addressed? Why does the speaker ask this question and what does the addressee respond to this question? Does the assumption prove true? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are addressed to Poko. The speaker asks this question because he is not certain how Natalia will react to his marriage proposal. In response to this question the addressee responds that Natalia will of course give her consent to the said proposal. At the fag end of the play when Natalia comes to know of the proposal, she forces Poko, quite against his wish, to bring Lomov back to their house. Thus, the assumption proves to be correct. Next question is 6. She's in love, egad, she's like a lovesick cat. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Who has been referred to as she? Is she like a lovesick cat? How do you know? Answer: Poko is the speaker. These words are spoken to Lomov. Natalia has been referred to as she. Yes, Natalia is like a lovesick cat. It is true that during her conversation with Lomov she does not express her passionate feeling for him. She even goes to the extent of quarreling with him over the possession of the oxen meadows. However, she becomes frenzied when she comes to know that Lomov came to propose to her. She blames her father for the quarrel, pleads him to bring Lomov back by hook or crook, and seems to be out of her normal domineering self. Thus she behaves like a lovesick cat. Next question is 7. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to look for an ideal as for real love, then I'll never get married. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? When are these words said? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are spoken to himself. After a great deal of mental hesitation, Lomov succeeds to express his proposal for his marriage with Natalia to Puko. Puko becomes very happy to hear it. Then he goes to call Natalia. In the meantime, Lomov thinks so. Lomov finds only practical reasons for being married. First of all, he has already crossed the age of 35. Thus he is at a critical age. Secondly, he ought to lead a quiet and regular life. He suffers from palpitations. Finally, though he does not acknowledge it, he needs to marry to maintain his social status. Next question is 8. I'm trembling all over just as if I'd got an examination before me. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Why is the speaker trembling all over? What does it say about the character of the speaker? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are spoken to Puko. Lomov has come to propose to Natalia for his marriage with her. He has selected Natalia as his would-be wife for many practical reasons. So if she refuses his proposal, it will be a great loss to him. Moreover, he has the psychic problem of being overexcited and over-nervous. Since the proposal is of great importance to him, he is extremely nervous. So he is trembling all over. It says that the speaker has very little mental strength and that he is a very rich source of comic laughter. Next question is 9. But the very worst of all is the way I sleep. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? How does the speaker sleep? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are spoken to himself. The speaker sleeps in an odd kind of way. He goes to bed and begins to go off. Then something on his left side gives him a pull. He can feel it in his shoulder and head. So he jumps up like a lunatic, walks a bit and lies down again. Then as he goes to bed and falls asleep, the same schedule is repeated. It happens to him as many as 20 times. Thus he experiences a troubled sleep. Next question is 10. Go, there's a merchant come for his goods. Who is the speaker and to whom are these words said? Who is called a merchant and what are his goods? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are said to Lomov. Lomov is called a merchant. Lomov's marriage proposal is his goods. If Lomov's marriage proposal is accepted by Natalia, he will become happy. More importantly, he will get a direction in his life. Thus it will be some kind of gain for Lomov. On the other hand, if his marriage proposal is not accepted by Natalia, it will be a huge loss to Lomov because his life will remain as irregular as it was before. So the speaker says so. Next question is 11. I shall try to be brief. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? In what matter does the speaker say of trying to be brief? Why does he say so? Does he succeed ultimately? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are spoken to Natalia Stepanovna. The speaker says that he will try to be brief in the matter of saying what he has to say to Natalia, his marriage proposal to her. He says so because Natalia, seeing him hesitant to talk, asks him what the matter with him was. No, he does not succeed ultimately. He is very much anxious. So he tries to impress Natalia at first by referring to his possession of the oxen meadows. It in turn leads to his quarrel with Natalia and prevents him from giving the proposal. Next question is 12. Natalia Ivanovna, I don't want the meadows, but I am acting on principle. Who said this? Who is Natalia Ivanovna? What is referred to as the meadows? What is the principle spoken of here? Answer: Lomov said this. Natalia Ivanovna is the daughter of Bukova and the woman whom Lomov has come to propose for marriage. Oxen Meadows is referred to as the Meadows. Lomov thinks that the Oxen Meadows belongs to him. He has got it by the rule of inheritance from his aunt. He says that he has the relevant papers regarding the possession of this piece of land. He adds that the Bukovs were given the land for free use by the Lomovs. So Lomov cannot accept the illegal ownership of the land by the Bukovs. This our Euro principle is spoken of here. Next question is 13. Up to this we have always thought of you as a good neighbor, a friend, last year. Who is the speaker and to whom are these words said? Who is called a good neighbor, a friend, and what did the speaker do for him? What did the speaker have to face as a result of this, and what does the phrase up to this refer to? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are said to Lomov. Lomov is called a good neighbor, a friend. Natalia lent their threshing machine to this good neighbor, a friend. As a result of this, the people of Natalia's family had to put off their own threshing until November. It was a kind of economic loss. The phrase up to this refers to the claiming of Oxen Meadows to be his by Lomov. Next question is 14. I don't want anything of yours and I don't want to give up anything of mine. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? When does the speaker say so? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are said to Lomov. Both Natalia and Lomov claim that the Oxen Meadows belong to her or him. Thus a quarrel ensues. Lomov says that he has evidence in support of his claim. At this Natalia becomes angry and says so. Natalia knows that the Oxen Meadows belongs to the Bukovs. She is sure of it. So she shows no desire to give the meadows to Lomov. She knows that she is not taking Lomov's land in the process. Therefore, she says so. Next question is 15. I'm not used to being spoken in that tone of voice. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? When does the speaker say so? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Bukov is the speaker. These words are said to Lomov. Bukov becomes engaged in a quarrel with Lomov over the possession of the Oxen Meadows. Both of them claim that the meadows belongs to him. Bukov even goes to the extent of saying that he will give the meadows to the peasants. Lomov then asks him if he has the right to give anyone's property to someone of his liking. Then Bukov says so. Bukov is an old man. So he is looked upon with respect by one and all. Moreover, Lomov is his would-be son-in-law. So he expects politeness rather than audacity from Lomov. Therefore, the speaker says so. Next question is 16. In my opinion, it's even impudent if you want to know. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Natalia is the speaker. These words are spoken to Lomov. Lomov comes to Natalia to propose her for marriage. He refers to his possession of the Oxen Meadows to impress her. However, Natalia claims that the meadows belong to the Bukovs. Lomov, on the contrary, tells that he wants to present the meadows to Natalia. It infuriates her. She tells that in the previous year they lent their threshing machine to Lomov at their own loss out of the principle of ideal neighborhood. She adds that from this standpoint of their charity the behavior of Lomov is audacious. Next question is 17. You are not a neighbor, you're a grabber. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? Why does the person suggested as you is called a grabber? Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are said to Bukov. Bukov hides with Natalia in her quarrel with Lomov over the possession of the Oxen Meadows. He says that the meadows belong to the Bukovs. On the other hand, Lomov says that he has evidence in support of the fact that the land belongs to him. Bukov does not pay heed to it. He goes on to say that he can give the land to the peasants. Lomov asks him if he has this power. Bukov, however, remains firm and denies to give up his claim over the meadows. So Lomov calls Bukov a Euro grabber. Next question is 18. I'll have the matter taken to court and then I too show you. Who is the speaker? To whom is it spoken? When is it spoken? How does the person spoken to React to it. Answer: Lomov is the speaker. These words are spoken to Pukov. Pukov hides with Natalia in her quarrel with Lomov over the possession of the oxen meadows. Lomov tells him that he has evidence to his claim that the meadows belong to him. However, Pukov remains firm in his claim. He speaks of giving the land to the peasants. So out of anger, Lomov calls him a grabber. Natalia then tells Pukov of sending the mowers to the land. Then Lomov says so. In response, Pukov accuses Lomov as an opportunist for taking the matter to the court. He then insults Lomov and his family members as pettifoggers. Next question is 19. And that blind hen, yes, that turnip ghost, has the confounded cheek to make a proposal. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words said? Who is referred to as that blind hen, yes, that turnip ghost? Why is that person called so? Answer: Pukov is the speaker. These words are said to his daughter Natalia Stepanovna. Lomov is referred to as that blind hen, yes, that turnip ghost. Lomov comes to Pukov's house to propose for his marriage with Natalia. However, he becomes involved in a quarrel with Pukov and Natalia. In the course of the quarrel, Lomov claims that the oxen meadows belongs to him and tells that he has proof of it. He questions Pukov's decision of giving the land to the peasants. He calls him a grabber and threatens to take the matter to the court. Pukov feels insulted at the audacity of his would-be son-in-law and calls him so. Next question is 20. What proposal? Who is the speaker and to whom are these words said? What is the proposal about? What is the response of the speaker to the proposal and why? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are said to Pukov. The proposal is about Lomov's proposal for his marriage with Natalia Stepanovna. The speaker is glad to hear the proposal. Lomov is a landowner. So whoever will marry him will be able to improve her social prestige. Natalia knows it. So she is glad to hear the proposal. Moreover, she is a possessive woman. From that standpoint, Lomov being mentally weak is a good choice. Therefore, hearing that Lomov had come to him with the marriage proposal, she looks upon it as the loss of a golden opportunity. Next question is 21. Bring him back. Back. Ah. Bring him here. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Who is referred to as him? Why is the speaker keen to bring him back? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are spoken to her father Pukov. Lomov is referred to as him. Natalia has always preferred Lomov as a suitable husband for purely personal reasons. However, she quarrels with Lomov over the possession of the oxen meadows. It leads to Lomov's leaving their house. Then she comes to know that Lomov actually came to propose for his marriage with her. She feels that she has lost a golden opportunity of having Lomov as her life. So she becomes keen in bringing Lomov back as a kind of retribution. Next question is 22. Oh, what a burden, Lord, to be the father of a grown-up daughter. Who is the speaker? Who is the grown-up daughter? Why does the speaker feel that the grown-up daughter is a burden? Answer: Pukov is the speaker. Natalia Stepanova is the grown-up daughter. A grown-up daughter has to be married off to a good bridegroom. It is a big responsibility of a father. So the daughter may be looked upon as a kind of burden. However, the nature of Natalia makes Pukov think so. She is capricious. In private, she expresses her eagerness to marry Lomov. However, she becomes engaged in a quarrel with him time and again. Then she becomes overpassionate for him. No wonder Pukov looks upon Natalia as a burden. Next question is 23. Forgive us, Ivan Vasilievich, we were all a little heated. Who is the speaker? Who are referred to by the word us? Why were the persons referred to a little heated? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. Natalia and her father Pukov are referred to by the word us. The persons referred to were a little heated because they had forgotten for the moment that the oxen meadows really belonged to Lomov. Actually, she was speaking false to please Lomov so that he did not refuse to marry her. The speaker asks for forgiveness not because she and her father had treated badly with Lomov, but because she wanted Lomov to forget the unpleasant incident and to propose her for marriage. Next question is 24. There's some demon of contradiction in you today. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Why does the speaker say do? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are spoken to Lomov. The speaker says so because she finds that Lomov is changing his stance time and again. First of all, Lomov claims that the oxen meadows belongs to him. He goes to the extent of quarreling over this with Natalia and Chukov. Then all of a sudden she tells that the meadows belong to the Chukovs. Then Lomov claims that his pet dog Guess is better than Squeezer, the pet dog of the Chukovs. Natalia cannot accept it. Natalia thinks that he is consciously saying what is wrong. Therefore, she says so. Next question is 25. I've noticed that those hunters argue most who know least. What is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Why does the speaker say so? Who is called a hunter and why? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. These words are spoken to Lomov. Lomov and Natalia become involved in a verbal encounter over the relative superiority of their pet dogs, Guess and Squeezer. As expected, Lomov sides with Guess and Natalia stands by Squeezer. Lomov tells that Squeezer is defective in terms of the size of the jaw. Natalia cannot accept it. So she holds Lomov as a hunter who is deficient in knowledge. Lomov is called a hunter. He has told Natalia that he will resume hunting after the harvest. Here Natalia mockingly calls him a hunter because he is weak both physically and mentally. Next question is 26. He's dead. Who says this? To whom is it said? Who has been referred to as he? Is he really dead? If not, why does the speaker think that he is dead? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna says this. She says this to her father Chukov. Lomov has been referred to as he. No, he is not really dead. Lomov becomes involved in a verbal encounter with Natalia over the relative superiority of their pet dogs, Guess and Squeezer. In the process he starts palpitating and becomes unconscious. However, Natalia continues her verbal tirade but does not get any reply from Lomov. Then she discovers him unconscious and out of over-anxiety thinks that he is dead. She possibly checks his pulse. This is of course a mistake but it is probable. Next question is 27. Hurry up and get married and well, to the devil with you. Who says this? Who has been referred to as you? When does the speaker say so? Why does the speaker want Theodorasi to hurry to get married? Why does the speaker refer to the devil? Answer: Chukov says this. Lomov has been referred to as you. Lomov gains consciousness after being unconscious during his heated verbal encounter with Natalia and Chukov for the second time. Then the speaker says so. Chukov realizes that Lomov and Natalia are temperamentally opposite to one another. He fears that if Lomov realizes it, he might refuse to marry Natalia. He does not want to give Lomov this scope. So the speaker wants Theodorasi to hurry to get married. The speaker refers to the Euro devil because he feels that Lomov will experience a devilish life after his marriage. Next question is 28. I'm happy too. Who is the speaker? When does the speaker say so? Why does the speaker say so? Will the speaker be happy for long? Explain. Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. She says so because Lomov, acting at the instruction of Chukov, kisses Natalia as a sign of engagement and expresses his happiness over it. Natalia has always wanted to have Lomov as her husband. So Lomov's kissing her as a sign of engagement is like a dream coming true to her. So she says that she is also happy. Natalia and Lomov are temperamentally poles apart. So they are unlikely to show mutual understanding. So frequent quarrels will be regular occurrences in their married life. So the speaker will not be happy for long. Next question is 29. He's alive. Yes, I'm willing. Who is the speaker? Who has been referred to as he? How does the speaker come to know that he's alive? In what matter is the speaker willing and why? Answer: Natalia Stepanovna is the speaker. Lomov has been referred to as he. During the second heated conversation with Natalia and Chukov, Lomov faints. Both the father and the daughter look upon him as dead. However, he gains consciousness after a short while and drinks water. Thus the speaker comes to know that he's alive. The speaker is willing in the matter of her marriage with Lomov. Natalia has wanted to have Lomov as her husband. The reason for this is Lomov's hypertension, which will be befitting for her dominating personality. Moreover, the marriage with Lomov will help her to improve her social position. This is also counted for contention. Next question is 30. Well, that's the way to start your family bliss. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? What family bliss is referred to here? Why does the speaker exclaim here? Answer: Pukov is the speaker. These words are spoken to Lomov and Natalia. Lomov and Natalia have just been engaged. Like any post-marital life, their post-marital life is expected to be blissful. This family bliss is referred to here. Pukov enacts the engagement between Lomov and Natalia. He hopes that their post-marital life will be blissful. However, quite contrary to his expectation, they resume their quarrel, and that too on a trivial matter. So Pukov feels that their post-marital life will be devoid of happiness. He becomes surprised at their lack of understanding one another and so exclaims out of surprise. The final question is 31. Champagne. Champagne. Who is the speaker? To whom are these words spoken? Why does the speaker say so? Answer: Pukov is the speaker. These words are spoken to Natalia. Pukov finds that immediately after becoming engaged, Lomov and Natalia resume their quarrel over the relative superiority of their pet dogs, Guess and Squeezer. At this point he can only prevent Natalia from quarreling. Therefore he shouts, calling for champagne. He may need champagne to celebrate the engagement of Lomov and Natalia. It may also be that he shouts to divert the attention of Natalia from the quarrel by making her give him champagne. Here is an important declaration for you. Very soon you will find a post in my blog or website. My website is priyankardutta.com. In this post you will find the materials related to this video presentation. Before concluding this video presentation, I request you to subscribe my channel, to put forward your queries in the comment section of this video.